Live from Studio B and KPRC2. Houston Live starts now.
Good.
Happy Baby Friday, everybody, also known as Thursday, but you know, that's so boring. It is Thursday, February 9th, 2023. I'm Derrick Shore.
And I am Reagan Bregman. I am so excited to be here with you, Derrick. This is going to be a really fun show.
Reagan, I think it's awesome that you're co-hosting today, and I know you're like newish to doing something like this. Have you ever co-hosted a show before?
No, I've never co-hosted a show.
You're going to be great, and many of our viewers know and love you. You've co-hosted, well, you've been a guest on Houston Life many times, and of course, you were the wife of Astros third baseman and shortstop Alex Bregman. We saw you a couple weeks ago at Hotel Zaza.
Yes, we did. We were at the swine auction together.
Yeah, for a little
awesome
rodeo event, and it was great to see you and Alex out and about. So catch our viewers up on what you've been up to, because I know when the guys are not out there playing, there's still so many things that keep you busy, including motherhood.
Definitely motherhood this off-season for sure, and this has probably been the craziest off-season that we've had together because of the World Series and all of that, and we just had our little baby boy Knox in August, and so we've been spending a lot of the off-season hanging out with him, just enjoying him as he's getting older. He's 6 months old now, so
I can't believe
so
it.
Fun.
Was he born August 1st?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
August
I thought
1st.
I remembered that because my birthday's April 1st, so
yeah.
You know, it's easy to remember that.
Yeah.
How has the transition been? Because I remember during the World Series, you and Alex, it didn't slow you down at all. You were taking him out with his big giant headphones, taking him out to the games, and it looks like you and Alex are still just running the race, living life.
Yeah, I mean, we were just in Mexico for Alex's sister's wedding. It was beautiful, and we took Knox with us, so he got to enjoy Mexico and go in the pool and do all that stuff. So yeah, we just kind of take him everywhere with us and are enjoying life with him this off season. It's been really nice.
It's so nice, and you have family close by, so
Yes.
they usually keep an eye on Knox, is that right?
Yes, I have family in Fulshire, so they're not too far away, which is awesome.
It's so great. You told me recently you took baby Knox out to a restaurant. How did that go?
So yesterday, if anyone was at a sushi restaurant, Knox decided to start shrieking because he's finding his voice, he's learning how to use it, and so he was just screaming at the top of his lungs, having a good old time, laughing, like kicking his feet. He wanted to grab everything on the table. I'm like, okay, this is new. Like, he used to just sleep at restaurants. Now he is like a madman, but I love it. It's so fun.
And every phase is so different, right?
So different. It's crazy how much they change in such a short period of time.
Yeah, even going away. Have y'all left him at home?
We
and gone away
did,
for a
but
few
only
days?
for like 2 days when we went to the CMAs.
And how? Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a great time. It was a great trip. But like in the morning when I woke up, I was like, oh, like where's Knox?
Where's
like,
my
I
baby?
missed him so much.
Little piece of you missing.
Yeah.
Well,
Even when I came back from that, I was like, you've changed.
Yeah.
And it's been 2 days.
Well, parenthood looks good on you. I remember when you were pregnant, and you were probably 6 or 7 months pregnant, and you helped tie a watermelon to my belly, so to give me a sense of how Ray remembers that too.
Show you how it felt to have all that weight out in front.
Yeah, it was a good time. Hey, so you brought some friends from El Tiempo, is that right?
Yes, I'm so excited. I love El Tiempo. I love quesos. I love quesos. I love margaritas.
All the quesos.
I love all the quesos. I love margaritas. I love Mexican food. So we're really excited to share a very special announcement with El Tiempo today.
Okay, it's awesome, and I think I see some tequila over there in the kitchen. Their crew has been working hard. They've been here for a couple hours setting it all up. So, and you're announcing this first on Houston Life, is that right?
Yes, this is the first announcement.
All right, we love an exclusive.
So excited.
You know that. What's this about you on a horse? You ride horses?
I do ride horses now. I stopped when I was pregnant, but right before I got pregnant with Knox, I got back into it, and I've been riding hunter jumper since I was really little. That's actually us with a racehorse right there. That's me and Alex in Kentucky. We went and visited. We have racehorses as well, and so we went and visited those in Kentucky.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That is super cool. You do so many things, and I remember one of the very first times you came on Houston Life, you and Alex were not married yet. You got married when? December 2020?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yes, and I came on right before because I wasn't supposed to come on. I was in the back with my coffee, hanging out, and Alex was like, join the show. And I jumped on the couch and did an interview, I think.
A pandemic wedding,
Yep,
too.
that was it. Pandemic wedding.
My goodness, not one we will soon forget, right? No. So you have been busy with your athleisure wear line. It's called Axisa.
Yes.
And between the World Series and everything that Alex is doing, because you're so supportive and always along with him and with Knox and doing the mom thing, give us the update on the brand.
Yeah, so we're very excited. We have a new collection out that we love. It's the Breaking Barriers collection. We have a lot more like muted tones this time. So before we had like brighter green and blue, and now it's like brown and a dark gray. So we have some really like nice neutrals, which I love and wear all the time. So I'm really excited about that.
Have you done a men's line yet?
Not yet.
Reagan,
I
I've been
want
asking
to do a
nicely.
men's line, and I really do, because I feel like Alex would love it too. He keeps telling me the same thing, but that might be in the works.
Okay, well, when it happens, I'm going to be one of your first customers. So we have a promo code, so friends and fam,
Yes.
you can get 15% off, and that's today and tomorrow.
Yes, 15% off your entire order using friends and fam.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And when is that men's line going to be available? No, I'm kidding. I'm totally
Working
kidding.
on it.
I think it's
It's gonna
awesome.
take a little while.
Well, this is truly like the best welcome gift, because a week ago, so I was on the air last Tuesday,
Yeah.
and I had sort of like a roller coaster of chills, like up and down. I just felt really, really off. Supposed to see Chicago that night at Hobby Center, and instead I landed in the ER. And I'm the type of guy, I never go to the doctor. It's like, oh no, I'm sure I'm gonna be fine.
Fine,
This was
yeah.
me at probably 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah, my fever was over 104 degrees, and that was really
awful.
scary because it had been like that for a minute. And
Yeah.
so my dear friends Rich and Dana Laconi, they're like, Derrick, what are you doing? Go to the ER. So Brandon, who was so sweet and by my side the whole time, he brought me food, people made deliveries. It really was lovely. And what I wasn't prepared for, I mean, I was so sick I could barely pick up my phone, right? Thank you all for your messages and your phone calls. I just literally could not hold my phone. I didn't realize that it would make news, me being sick, and I know there was some concern about me
Yes.
leaving Houston Life. I have
Yes.
not left Houston Life. And also, coincidentally, we had a ski vacation that had already been planned.
Yep.
And so I was like, you know what, I don't feel great, but I'm gonna get on that plane and we're gonna go to Colorado. So we met Christine Noel, who you probably know, former anchor here at KPRC2, and her cute little puppy there. Her husband Jesse was with us.
How
and it was
fun.
great to get out in the mountains and
It
just
was nice to get some fresh air.
oh my gosh, and some fresh powder there and
Yep.
Telluride. It really was beautiful. And I missed you guys, but it was great to get out on the slopes. And little known fact, I mean, I don't post typically my like workout activities on Instagram. I know some people, like every time they do a push-up, they're like, wow, I got a
Yeah,
video of
look.
this. But yeah, I love to ski. It is one of my favorite things. That's me right there. Christine Noel is out there and her husband, and of course Brandon. And man, it felt great. It felt just so good. And I know you're a snowboarder, Reagan.
Yes, I love to snowboard. I grew up snowboarding,
But
so I
one
love
day,
it.
I'm gonna convince you to go over to the dark side and ski, because I used to snowboard and I fell so many times. I thought I'm gonna end up with a punctured lung or broken wrists.
Yeah.
And at my age, I can't afford to miss work for a few days.
I know, it's a little bit scary, but I did try skiing when I was younger, and I think I saw all the boys doing snowboarding, and I was like, I'm gonna snowboard. Like, I wanted to go with my brother and my dad, and I wanted to do that with them, so I switched over, and I haven't skied since I was like 6. So I'm a little nervous to get back into skiing, just
Okay.
because I don't really know if I'd be good at it.
Hey, I'll take you. Does Alex ski or snowboard?
He snowboards, but he can't snowboard because of baseball.
Oh, because of
Yeah,
baseball.
so it's just me on
Yeah,
the slopes, and
just
he's
you.
chilling in the lodge, hanging out, relaxing. So I'm usually the only one that goes out and actually can snowboard.
Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, keep it up. Snowboarding is great. I'm just, again, it's once you're my age, Reagan, you'll understand.
I feel like I'm understanding already. I'm so nervous to get hurt.
Well, listen, the fun has just begun on this Thursday. How about this? Still to come on Houston Life, our friends from El Tiempo, you know this, they are in the kitchen, and Reagan, as she teased just moments ago, she's got a spicy secret to share. So that's right, we are breaking news about a tasty new partnership.
Yes, but after the break, my exclusive conversation with fellow Astros wife, Kat Presley. We poured rosé and talked about it all, from traveling with kids to baseball superstitions. Stick around, Houston Life will be right back.
What a beautiful duo right there. Well, my goodness, people, welcome back to Houston Life. While I was out for most of the week, I missed a lot, including what I hear has been dubbed Gal Pal Week here on Houston Life. So Lauren, as you probably know, she had some of her best gals as co-hosts. And now we have Houston Life gal pal Reagan Bregman in the house, and we're having so much fun.
Yes, we are. When I found out I was coming, I knew we had to do something with Galentines. And I immediately thought about my Galentine, Kat Presley. Kat really wanted to be here in studio, but spring training calls. She and her Astros closer husband are on their way to Florida right now. So I stopped by their house yesterday for a fun chat. Cheers, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Galentines.
This is our second year in a row having Galentines together, and I love it.
I know.
Usually we're in spring training, but right now you're about to head there when, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
So crazy. I feel like the the off season flew by
Yes.
this year.
It was so short and like fast and crazy.
I think part of that too is having babies. I feel like time goes by even faster.
1000%.
So what was it like for you? Because me and Kat, we both had a baby at around the same time this season. So what was it like for you having a baby in the season? And I know you actually had Wyatt as well in the season. So how has that been?
You know, a lot of people I feel like plan to have off-season babies, and I was just kind of like, let's see what happens. You know, whenever it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yep.
And I kind of loved having a baby in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, I feel like in the very, very beginning, you know, the mom is so connected with the baby anyway, so it's kind of our chance to like get to know each other.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they were here in time for postseason and got to experience all the like craziness.
I feel like they were old enough in the postseason to actually be able to do things, because when he was really little, like I did not take him anywhere. I was crazy mom.
Yeah,
and I was
like a little bit.
You're not gonna go outside.
Yeah.
And so after he was a little bit older and then he had his shot, they both had their shots, and then they could go to all the postseason games, which was awesome.
Yes,
and
that
so
timing
fun.
worked out really well. Like you would think I don't want to have a baby, you know, during that time, but I feel like it just made it more like special.
Yes, I agree. And I feel like they were at the right age to where like they still kind of slept during that time, and now Knox is a little crazy. So I'm like, you're not gonna be sitting at these games still anymore like you used to, like during the postseason.
Yeah,
which was super nice.
Yeah, and the flights were really good at that age.
That is so true. Actually, I feel like traveling with a baby is probably one of the most like, what's the word? It's just so intimidating whenever you're first traveling.
Time,
I remember like getting ready for the first flight. I was like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Like, what if he cries? What if I'm the person that has to like hold him while I cry? Like, I'm so nervous. And then everything ended up going pretty well, and I figured it out as we went. But for you, what's your biggest like travel advice or tips for new moms or people that are going to be traveling on a plane with a baby, because you've done it a lot?
That's such a good question. I feel like age is so important, like to factor in with that question. Like for the little baby, you know, like we had Knox and Hunter, and they were both so young. So like with them, it's just like they sleep a lot, you know, on the flights. And with that, it's just like be prepared, you know, give them a bottle on the way up and way down for the ears.
That's what I did too. Yep.
But like with Wyatt, who's a year older than them, you know, like for him, it's like you have to just be on your toes and like, you know, be ready to keep him entertained the whole time.
That's what I'm so nervous for coming up, because I'm like, okay, we already conquered this whole stage of traveling with a newborn, and he would sleep, like you said, like a bottle on the way up, and he would sleep the whole time. But then now it's like, okay, he wants to be entertained. I mean, this guy can barely sit at his high chair for that long because he needs like toys. So I think that's something I'm definitely going to need your recommendations on, like what to bring on the plane.
Yeah, and I still remember you calling me the first time, like when you were gonna travel with Knox for the first time, and I was like, I promise, after the first time, you're gonna feel so much better. It's just like the anxiety of the first time.
I remember I called you and I was like, what if he has a diaper? Like, what happens? Like, and I'm obviously we changed it, but it's like, like in my head, I was like, well, where do I change? Is there a changing table in the bathroom? Like, you just don't know these things, and then once you do it, you're like, okay.
And
I got this. I think I can do it.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised how helpful and nice people are. Like flight attendants, or you know, other moms or grandmas that are on the flight. Like, you know, every now and then you run into some people that are not wanting to have anything to do with it. But a lot of the time, people are so, can I help you? Like, they see you have a baby and they're like, what can I do for you?
And don't you feel like now that you're a mom, you do that more? I do that more.
Oh my gosh,
Like, if I see someone with a baby, especially if I'm not with Knox and like my hands are free, I'm like, do you need help? Do you want me to carry something? Like, what can I do? Because I know what it's like to be in that position and not have anyone to help. So it's so nice when people are like friendly and help out.
Yeah, it's 100%.
Okay, so do you have any big baseball superstitions that you are like crazy about, or rituals?
Oh, that's a good one. I feel like baseball in general like makes you a superstitious person, because 100%. I never have been that way.
Yeah.
But one thing that I am kind of crazy about is I never film Ryan when he's pitching.
What?
Yeah, because like I feel like
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I think I filmed him before, and like someone maybe like hit off of him, and I was like, I don't want to have that on camera, you know? And then, I don't know, I feel like I don't know.
Once it happens once though,
it's like,
you're forever scarred, and you're like, hey, I can't do that again.
Yeah,
I'm like,
something
bad happened.
I know, exactly. I think that's
agree.
what it was. Like maybe one time something happened, and now I'm like, camera down, be in the moment, you're not, you know, whatever.
That's how, so baseball is the reason I'm superstitious now, and Alex's whole family does, like, if they cross their legs like this and he hits a home run, everyone has to do that again. Like, do whatever you did last time for the next at-bat.
I feel like you guys have the most superstitions.
Right? It's like crazy, but I mean, now I'm fully bought in and I do it.
I know.
Did I ever tell you about the toilet paper roll?
No.
Alex's mom will flip the toilet paper roll to make sure they're all the same in the house the day of the game.
Oh my God.
His whole family.
That just does not surprise me. I've seen.
I'm the same.
Oh my God, that is wild.
I know.
Baseball does crazy things. And I've seen all you guys like switch seats. If like the game's not going well, I'll see like the whole family get up and move. I like.
Yep. And people will get mad at each other like, hey, you gotta move. Like that didn't work out. You gotta switch seats with me. But you gotta do what you gotta do as a fan.
Exactly. You really do.
So I have some rapid fire questions for you. Are you ready? After your rosé.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Okay, Dallas or Houston?
Ooh, you can't ask me that one. Houston.
Okay, good.
I'm from here. I have to. I have to be.
Dallas Galleria or Houston Galleria?
Houston Galleria.
Love that too. Tex-Mex or barbecue?
Tex-Mex.
Yep. Houston Rodeo or State Fair?
Ooh, that one's so tough.
I'm asking you the tough questions.
Oh my goodness. State Fair, because Ryan and I have really good memories there.
Aw. Okay, Whataburger or In-N-Out?
Everyone's gonna hate me for this. I love In-N-Out.
What?
I know.
Over Whataburger?
I know.
So you're not from California. You lived in California.
I lived there for so long, and I just like, I feel like I didn't eat like fast food after In-N-Out.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm conflicted on that one.
That's a tough one.
All right, thank you for being my Galentine today. I know more of our conversation is going to air tomorrow, so I can't wait for that. But thanks for coming.
Always happy to do it.
Or thanks for letting me come to your house.
Oh, I love it. So you've been friends with Kat for how many years now?
4.
But this was the first time you're like, hey girl, can I just show up to your home with some cameras?
Can I show up to your house and ask you questions on your couch?
And she was down. She's so cool.
She was so down. Kat is amazing. She was awesome. She was actually like packing for spring training last night because they're leaving in the morning and still let me come over and shoot there. So with 2 little babies.
I love it.
So that was awesome.
So what's coming up tomorrow?
So we are really excited. We have more of our conversation airing tomorrow. She speaks a little bit more about spring training and also what's on her playlist and her guilty pleasure, which is really fun.
Okay, very nice. Looking forward to that. That was a fun interview. I want rosé now, though. That's the problem. All right, when we come back, it is a holiday known for its sweetness, but we are showing you how to celebrate Valentine's Day with less sugar. We know it's hard with all the chocolate temptations, but we have easy options for your office and for the kids' classrooms.
All right, now let's check in with Lauren. Lauren, what do you have for us today?
First of all, Reagan, can we get a little tip on where you and Kat's shirts are from? Because those were just adorable. I love it. I can't wait to see more of that. All right, but Reagan and Derrick, we love a good game on Houston Life. Anytime oven mitts come out at a party, you know it's a good idea, right? What? Well, we tried this game upstairs earlier today, and it's going to be a tough one.
Welcome back to Houston Life. I don't know what's going on, but I think Lauren Kelly might. You know, we love to play games here on Houston Life. And Lauren, what did you dream up? What is all this?
So I swear I found this online. So it has been played before. I did not make it up, I promise. But when it comes to Valentine's Day, chocolate is always the answer.
Yeah.
So I wanted to play a fun game with some candies that your kids will probably be bringing home from school over the next few days. We got creative. Are you guys ready for this? We're going to call it
I am ready.
Unwrapping Valentine's Day Candies with Oven Mitts. It's very creative.
That's the name
of the game. And the goal is to have Derrick and Reagan unwrap these candies in the fastest time. But the catch is you both have to put the oven mitts on. We're going to give you 2 minutes. We've grabbed a few of our favorite chocolate candies that are individually wrapped, the smallest ones we could possibly find.
I know,
of
these
course.
are very small.
So what you will do is you've got the mittens on. We're going to give you 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
You are welcome to use your teeth or any other way to get these candies unwrapped. Once you unwrap them, place them in the jar, and at the end, we'll see who has unwrapped
we can eat them at the end.
Of course you can.
Okay, but has anyone ever successfully done this?
We're about to find out. Are you ready? Can we get the 2 minutes on the clock?
Okay,
on
Reagan.
Your mark,
ready?
Get set, go. Unwrap.
Let's go. Okay. Do we have any inspirational music?
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'm getting one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
How's it going over there, Reagan?
This is really hard.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if the teeth is actually
I don't think it's a good idea.
Or harder.
Oh, man.
So I will say that when we attempted this upstairs, Derrick has caught on. The bigger ones with the terrible wrappers are the easier ones to get with the oven mitts.
I'm going
and
Yeah,
your teeth.
the bigger ones are actually not that bad. I thought I was gonna have to use my teeth.
Yeah, I don't think the teeth are.
Not so good.
I do notice that none of you have gone for the tiny kisses yet.
No.
Or the heart-shaped
I'm
chocolate.
going for
Tiny
all these
kisses.
Reese's.
Okay.
Until I finish.
Hey, can you smell that chocolate?
Oh my
Reagan?
God, it smells so good. I want to eat one.
This is like one of my favorite candies. That and Kit Kat.
Oh, look, I got both of your favorites on there.
Yeah, I love kisses. And those little Hershey's hearts.
Oh.
So here's what's gonna happen. There's about 1 minute left. I'll let you take off one oven mitt. So you can go for it.
You can take off one?
Take off one.
Oh.
Yes. So it looks like Reagan has 4, Derrick has 6 right now. But this is where
Step it
Reagan
up.
can totally catch up.
I gotta say, the smaller ones are
one-handed.
more difficult for sure.
Okay.
How you doing, Reagan?
Good.
Doing good now.
I'm
Oh yeah,
having to-
she's on a roll now.
Wait, do you lose a point for destroying the candy?
It's still there. It's all there.
It's mangled.
I know. I didn't have a big enough hole and I had to just
Stop
throw it out.
distracting her. She needs to.
I know. I think you're
less
trying
than 30
to-
seconds left. You guys look
distract
pretty
me.
close though.
Do you and Alex eat candy on Valentine's Day, Reagan?
Oh, yeah, I eat candy all the time.
You don't. That's
I
not
love
true.
chocolate.
Really?
Yes, those little Dove chocolates, the heart-shaped ones.
I know, with the message.
Keep them in my house.
Yes.
Lauren, how about you and Gabe? You eat chocolate at
I
home?
eat it all. I eat all of it.
Chocolate's
Yes,
good stuff.
It does well.
Do you know
All right,
white
5,
chocolate's not
4,
actually
3,
chocolate? 2.
2,
Oh,
1.
just at the buzzer.
All right, last one. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and count these. You want me to take them out so it's fair? Derrick has 1.
You're gonna touch them?
I'm sorry.
This is my broken
2.
one down too.
My hands are clean. 3.
Ew, COVID. No, I'm kidding.
4. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Derrick has
no.
10. Okay.
What was happening
Let's
over
see.
there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Broken
7,
one.
8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 20. Reagan! has
Reagan
it!
Bregman is the winner. Good job, Reagan. High five.
You guys did
High
really
five.
amazing. Really awesome. Congratulations.
Can I
Good
eat one
job.
of these now? Thank you,
Cheers.
Lauren.
My hands are clean, I swear.
Yeah, cheers to you, my friend.
Cheers.
That name is really good.
You know, I'll just...
Opening Valentine's candy while wearing
With
oven
oven
mitts.
mitts.
It's very catchy. All right, still ahead on Houston Life. Thank you. That was fun. Another one of Reagan's Galentines is in the house. This time we are chatting fashion. From a glam night out to a cozy night in, the models are here, and we're going to run down all the looks.
And after the break, non-candy Valentine's Day treats. The creative way to indulge in the holiday without all the sugar and calories. Houston Life will be right back.
Special guest co-host Reagan Bregman. How's it going?
Great, I'm having such a good time.
You're doing
So
a great
excited.
job.
Loved the candy idea.
The candy
I
was
love
great.
chocolate,
We're going to
so-
get a little healthier later on in the show, though, they say. Anyway, okay, what do you say we get a check of the forecast?
Yes, so Caroline Brown is joining us on the couch.
I'll tell you what, it is a perfect day
Perfect.
outside. It's beautiful, really nice day to get out there, lunch outside, late lunch outside, even really dinner on a patio. This
my
is the
favorite.
day.
This is the day to do it.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Changes are coming, but don't worry.
I knew bad news was on the horizon,
It
Caroline.
seems to always happen with the forecast, but no problems today at the zoo. 70 degrees, perfect there. Sunshine, calm winds outside. Across the board, most of us upper 60s to the lower 70s, so feeling pleasant with a little breeze coming from the southwest. No issues out there except for some high cedar pollen. As we go throughout the rest of the day today, you can see clear skies, temperatures cooling into the 50s for your dinner plans. And we are going to see a dry cold front overnight tonight. That's going to be cooling us down into the 50s for tomorrow. Those winds really starting to pick up. But hey, we are going to be staying dry tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, so no issues there. But let's talk big picture. This is the front that cooled us down for today, and on the way is another cold front. This is going to make it chilly for the weekend, but this high pressure system keeping us nice and dry for Super Bowl Sunday will be a bit cloudy, but no issues for any outdoor plans. And then looking ahead for Valentine's Day might break a few hearts because we are tracking some morning showers and thunderstorms, of course, something that can change, but right now just a bit heartbreaking to see rain on the loveliest day of the year, but the next 3 days looking spectacular. So Derrick, if you're planning on heading down to Mardi Gras in Galveston, no issues.
Okay, well, you know we're going to be down there at Mardi Gras, so I'm glad it's looking good. Caroline Brown, thanks so much. Okay, shifting gears now. We are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day next Tuesday. What? It's that soon? Yes, people, it is true. From candies to chocolates and desserts, it is a day that can certainly result in a little bit of a sugar overload.
That is very true, but they don't have to be a sugar overload, especially if you're putting together gifts for your kids to take to school. Registered dietitian Mary Ellen Phipps is here with some fun ideas.
So excited to be here.
Yes, we can't wait. I'm so excited to learn more about sugar alternatives and kind of what some of your favorite snacks are.
Yeah, so I mean, it'd be silly to say we're not going to eat candy on Valentine's Day. We're all going to do something, but there's little things we can do. There's other ways we can celebrate. And so, like, the first thing to think about is we've come a long way from, like, lackluster sugar-free candies, right?
Yes.
So there's so many great options now at the grocery store. I've got a few great brands up here. And you really just, there's so many ways you can go about it of making, like, a candy item more blood sugar friendly. Some of them have less sugar, some of them have more protein, some of them have more fiber, and they all taste pretty good.
Okay, let's talk about the price point, though, because I know that sugar-free, I mean, these are the words that are such a bummer for so many people, but also, can't they be really expensive?
Again, honestly, they're going to run you about the same price point as, like, a nice box of chocolate that you would go, you know, a traditional higher-end chocolate, but maybe with a little bit of health benefits added.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah, no, that's amazing. So what is your favorite brand right now?
So
what are you loving?
I'm a big fan of Lily's chocolate. If you've never
had
had,
it before.
they're delicious.
Yep.
They've got a lot of new products in the pipeline too, which is very exciting.
Okay, and Lily's is right there down on the front.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about non-candy office treats, because in addition to the kids going to the classroom, you know what it's like when you work in an office and suddenly it's like, oh my gosh, look, there are 100 donuts. I must wolf them down right now. You're suggesting that we can avoid those sugary fried foods.
Right, and we can have a little fun with it. We can joke about it. And so while you may not want to tie up a beet or a bunch of kale, you know, you can't beat being your friend, right? And kale, yeah, you're a great friend.
Oh
so we've got some great little cards of, like, find a fun, like, beet and berry smoothie or some kale chips, and you can tie these cute little cards to them. It's just a fun, non-traditional way. And if you want to be, you know, a little funny about it, you can tie up a banana. I've got some right here, you guys, if you guys want to pinch off a banana, and we can tie on some cards.
I'm bananas about you.
It's super cute. And the other way you can take that, there's so many ways you can get creative with this, is like if you are a baker and you want to bake some banana muffins. It's a little bit less sugar and less of a sugar rush than, like, candy would be. I've also got, like, for the like, orange juice boxes here as an alternative to, like, a soda in the office. And if you want to just tie up an orange, you can do that as well.
Glad we're friends. You know what I love about this, Mary Ellen?
Cute.
It really is the thought that counts, right?
Right.
So when
And
someone hands you something like this is sweet. And
This is so much cuter
it's gonna
than
make
just, like,
people
a
smile.
banana sitting out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a cute little.
Yeah, maybe add some fiber and potassium to your day.
And I like what you said about adding protein, because I feel like some of the issues with really sugary snacks are not that filling, so you can eat a lot of them. And I like that some of them have added protein, because I think that gives you a little more substance,
Well,
right?
and the protein delays the sugar absorption, so it means blood sugars stay more steady, and so we're more energized throughout the day. So you're right on track.
All right, so we still have kids and teachers to cover over here, and it looks like you've gotten very creative here.
Yeah, so with kids, we can focus on other foods, or we can focus on non-food things at all. One of my favorite ones is this: you are extraordinary. We have these cute little cards. You know, we want to be eco-friendly, so you can take a stainless steel straw and just thread it through. My youngest daughter actually picked this one, and then my older daughter, I'm going to send her to school with, we found these little miniature chalkboards with Color Your Heart Out Valentine. So there's just so many cute ideas that you can do. And then we don't want to forget about teachers either.
Right.
They deserve to be celebrated. And so you can do, like, a sugar and spice mixture. I love this blend from Truvia. It's like a stevia blend. Combine it with cinnamon. You've got, like, a little cinnamon sugar blend for them that's not high in sugar. And Valentine's Day is on Taco Tuesday this year.
Yes.
So
Love
you can grab a taco seasoning packet. I've got little cards you can download off my website for this. Do this, or you can make your own, tie them off. It's just a fun, like you said, a fun way to make people smile.
And the card says, let's talk about what a great friend you are. So if people are not feeling extra artsy at home, you said, Mary Ellen, people can download those templates on your website?
Yes, and they'll be linked on the KPRC website as well. They're free. Have fun with it.
Very clever.
I love this. How fun. And it's such a cute idea. I love the cards.
Yeah, thank you.
Very nice, Mary Ellen Phipps. Thank you so much. Some great ideas.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and make sure if you do like these cards to go on KPRC and get the free download for the cards. They're also on Mary Ellen's website, so definitely check that out. It's seen on HoustonLife.tv.
Yeah, just visit our website, look for that section.
Yes.
Very, very nice. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Still ahead on Houston Life, El Tiempo is here. Alex and Reagan Bregman are huge fans of the Houston staple, the margaritas, the queso, and today El Tiempo is in the house to help Reagan make a big announcement.
And after the break, we are talking fashion. From glam to casual, it's always fun to dress up for Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day. We'll break down the looks when Houston Life returns.
Okay, I can't believe I'm about to say this. We are inching closer to the weekend before Valentine's Day. Time is flying, and if you're trying to figure out what to wear, we've got some ideas for you.
Yes, whether you are going to a fancy restaurant, doing something more low-key, or even staying in for takeout, Valentine's fashion is always fun. So joining us today is my dear friend, Jasmine Nguyen. I'm so excited for you to be on the show.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yes, so Jasmine and I actually met on an Axisa photo shoot for my athletic wear brand.
Like 3 years ago.
Yeah, and we just hit it off and we've been friends ever since.
Love it.
And Jasmine, a lot of our viewers may recognize you from social media. You are what's known as an influencer. You do it very, very well.
Thank you.
And let's talk about some of the looks that you're going to be bringing on today. We have some great models in store, so stay tuned. But this truly is something for everyone. And as Reagan just mentioned, if you want to stay in, that's okay too. That's great.
Yeah, we have something for everyone, price points, and I have different variations of outfits. So excited to share with you guys.
Yes, so Jasmine, what is the key to Valentine's Day fashion?
Whatever is perfect for you. Like whatever you're doing, there's no rule or anything like that. Just follow whatever feels best.
Love that.
There's no rules. And before we get to the models, I think we have some photos. Y'all like to mingle. We have some Christmas party photos.
Christmas party.
Very, very nice. Always dressed to the nines. So our viewers have come to the right place. Was this your baby shower, Reagan?
Yes, that was my baby shower.
Oh my gosh.
I
look at
can't
that.
believe it. It's been so
Feels like
long
just
since
yesterday.
I know. It feels like that was just a week ago.
Yeah.
Just a week ago, but almost a year.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring out our first model. This is Madeline. And tell us, Jasmine, about Madeline's look.
First off, we have Madeline. So this, I feel like, is the perfect night out look. And I feel like everybody owns a suit jacket kind of like this. And so you could dress it up and make it very sexy and date night with a corset. And so the suit pant set is from Alice and Olivia, and the cute little corset is from Victoria's Secret, and I just think it pairs perfectly together. It's very girly, very feminine, and I just love the way it looks on her.
It's nice because it's elegant, but it also doesn't look like it's uncomfortable to wear.
Yeah,
it's very comfortable.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you can just button it up if you're a little bit more conservative, but I love the way this looks, and this color is great.
Yeah, and I love the corset, super cute, and like you said, you can button it up if you want to, you can leave it open. There's a little bit of the corset, and the beautiful color of that set is stunning.
Yes.
Madeline, you look great. Happy
look
Valentine's Day. She's ready for a date night out. All right, model number 2, Marissa, come on out to Studio B. And this is a little more on the casual side, right, Jasmine?
Correct. So not as glam, and so this might be a little bit shocking, but this is actually a satin pajama set.
Oh.
And so you could see the back, so cute, very sexy. And this specific pajama set is from Nordstrom, but you can find stuff like this at Target, on Amazon, and her shoes are actually from Amazon as well. And so they're a great designer dupe, and just this look is just a great way to elevate PJs.
Right, and I love pairing those heels with the PJs. It is such a fun look. It's so casual and obviously comfortable, it looks like.
Yes.
With a little fun.
You know what's awesome too? You could go out and have a really nice dinner, and then Marissa just like roll into bed.
Lay on the couch and you're ready to go.
For bed. It's perfect.
I love it.
Okay, Marissa,
Stunning.
thanks so much. Okay, Crystal Wall is in the house, one of my favorite people, and this is more dressed up, but still like on the comfortable side.
Correct. So this is Crystal. She looks stunning. I love this outfit because I feel like it's festive without being festive. So if you don't want to wear the normal pink and red, this is a great option with a wonderful statement earring. You guys know, if you follow me, I'm all about statement earrings, and I think this just pairs perfectly, and joggers are making a comeback.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
I love those earrings. I think it's so cute that they're little hearts, and I feel like you could wear them outside of Valentine's Day too.
Correct. And she looks stunning. And then her shoes are from Marshall, so very affordable. And then this entire outfit is from Zara.
I think we're about to get a shot of those shoes, so stay put there, Crystal Wall. Thanks again for co-hosting Houston Life earlier this week. Why don't we get all of our models back out here to take one final look? And what I love here is that, as you mentioned, you didn't do a traditional red and pink. You got some black and some brown in there. So nicely done. Happy Galentine's Day to all of
you guys look incredible.
The girls look so good.
Crystal, where are you going for Valentine's Day?
Hopefully to Mastro's.
Hopefully. Get a butter steak.
Yeah, I just want steak, potato, you know, good vibes, and great wine.
Perfect.
I love it.
It's simple and a great order. Ladies, thank you again. Happy Galentine's Day. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me, guys.
That was a lot of fun. And in the meantime, if you would like to connect with Jasmine and follow more of her fashion finds, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Just look for that scene on Houston Life section. There we have also added links to Jasmine's TikTok and Instagram pages, so give her a follow.
Yes.
All right. That was fun.
Yes, that was awesome.
Okay, very nice.
I can't wait. And
yeah, still ahead on Houston Life. Reagan is finally, I hear you're finally going to reveal the big secret.
I am, and it has to do with my love language.
Okay, what's the love language?
That gives you a hint. My love language is queso and margaritas. After the break, we'll chat with the guys from El Tiempo. And hint, hint, they know the secret. Houston Life will be right back.
Oh, that cocktail sounds good. Welcome back to Houston Life. We have moved into the kitchen because I'm very hungry, and also Reagan has been teasing us with this spicy secret, and finally you're going to reveal it, right?
Yes. So as you all know, Alex runs Bregman Foods. There's barbecue sauces, rubs, and obviously our salsas. So now for the Houston Life exclusive. We are teaming up with El Tiempo, and they are going to be incorporating Bregman into some of our favorite menu items.
This is the best news. Here with more on this partnership, Dominic, who is the owner of El Tiempo, Dominic Lorenzo, and Juan Arellano, the Assistant Director of Operations. Gentlemen, welcome. And so this is big news. People will be able to go to an El Tiempo and order items created using Bregman.
Yes, we're very excited about collaborating with Breggy.
Yeah.
I'll let Juan talk about what we're doing as far as the new items that we're messing around with. And as soon as you're finished up here with me.
Yeah.
But we're excited to be at Minute Maid Park. The first year was absolutely amazing. Totally excited that it also included a World Series championship win.
Yep.
And we're going to get to host the World Championship trophy at our Tacos Over Texas event on May 7th, which El Tiempo is sponsoring. The Tiempo Lorenzo Scholarship Fund. My grandmother will be 100 years, would have been 100 years old next year.
Oh my gosh.
So this is her 99th year. And the Tacos Over Texas is an amazing event on May 7th.
That's incredible.
Starting at noon at the Navigation location.
Okay, very nice. And Reagan, you've been very familiar with El Tiempo because this
yes.
first season at Minute Maid.
Okay, I have to say we loved having El Tiempo at Minute Maid this season, especially my mom and my mother-in-law. They both had your margaritas during the game, so they might be lucky margaritas. We're gonna have to get them every game.
Yeah, the demand was so high for the margaritas that we had to open up a third concession stand within Minute Maid, and I understand that they're clamoring for more. So.
Yep. Okay. Sounds about right.
It's great news. And Juan, Dominic just mentioned some of the items you've been experimenting with, and so tell us how you've been incorporating the Bregman.
Well, where should I start? I mean, let's start with the margaritas. Obviously, you know, the Minute Maid Park margarita went really well. So we have two types of seasonings that we're working with today. We're working with the Breggy salt, beer salt, and we're also working with El Jefe seasoning that they have, and we're garnishing them on our rims. And we're also going to do the spicy swamp sauce that Breggy brings along, and we use that to give it kind of like that chamoy flavor to it. So we have a margarita, and we're going to have a michelada that we're going to make for you guys right now to try out. Okay. That's on one thing. And then on the other ones, we're seasoning the El Jefe seasoning on our brisket that we smoke in-house. So there's a huge smoker, you know, in our restaurant, and we smoke our brisket, and we're tossing that with a spicy swamp sauce as well. Of course, we're going to, you know, demo that with the queso. And then at the end, we're putting this top secret, you know, Creole seasoning from Bregman that is going to go amazing into it.
These all look absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to try them.
Yeah, so why don't we start with a margarita there and show us how you serve them up there, Juan.
All right, so.
And thank you, by the way, to the entire El Tiempo team, because there's a lot of them here in the house. You've all been working hard.
Amazing.
So this one right here right now.
Armando just ran away.
So this one right here is the one with the.
Should I taste test?
Yes, our special guest.
With the
What's
season.
the verdict?
That is incredible.
Yes.
It's so good, and the flavor of that is amazing. The salt on the rim is so delicious.
And Juan, you mentioned the swamp sauce. So I know a lot of our viewers have had questions about this. And this is something, sorry to just reach over and grab this, but the label says a little swamp, a little South Texas. And this is something that I know a lot of our viewers can probably appreciate.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible.
What's the secret sauce in here?
So good. We can't tell you.
What's
the secret?
Only that's why I say it's incredible.
Only Alex and Reagan know. And Reagan, when you're at home cooking, I know that you do a little more cooking than Alex typically does.
Yes.
But he experiments with all the different products.
Yes. Alex usually does not cook, but since he has started grilling, it's been amazing because he has been grilling me like steak and salmon. We put the brush dress on salmon and the jefe on steak, and it is incredible. I am shocked and very excited for myself because he is now going to be cooking for me a lot.
Well, we are excited that Breggy Bomb is now available at, is this all El Tiempo locations? Is that right?
No, we're starting it off, and it's pretty soon in the next couple of weeks, we're going to go menu-wide, company-wide, and it's going to be a great collab, and we love it. Yeah. I mean, the energy's there. We love, having, Alex Bregman be part of what we're doing, and we love being part of what, Alex Bregman is doing as well.
Yeah.
Well, it's very nice. I remember the first time I tried the salsa, and you guys are onto something.
Yes.
It's good stuff.
Yes, it is.
All right, Dominic, Juan, thank you so much, and to the entire El Tiempo team, thanks for stopping by, making the studio smell so good. It's going to be a great partnership, and again, be sure to visit El Tiempo and ask for Breggy.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys so much for coming, and this margarita is absolutely incredible.
Good stuff.
After the break, take a look at what is coming up on tomorrow's show.
Yeah, and in the meantime, more local news stories are streaming right now on the KPRC2 Plus live stream. You can watch by downloading the free KPRC2 Plus app on your smart TV or streaming device, and now also available on your mobile phone. Just search KPRC2 Plus wherever you get your apps.
Houston Life will be right back to her about motherhood. Plus, she's got her own makeup line, which is stunning. I cannot wait for you guys to see that.
Hey,
so
I think
join us tomorrow.
Yeah, and from the makeup line to your athleisure wear line, I think it is so cool when busy people, what's the phrase? Busy people get things done. And you haven't let your marriage or your baby or any of it slow you down. Do you ever sleep?
Thank you. Barely. I'm just kidding. I do sleep.
Is Knox sleeping through the night at this point?
It just depends on the night. Honestly, he's not the best sleeper. So we had a really long period, about a month of waking up at 4 a.m. every day.
Well, that seems reasonable. Maybe not sustainable. Knox, by the way, has 2 little baby teeth coming in. So hang in there, buddy. You're going to have a full set of teeth before you know it.
I know.
All right, Reagan, that was really fun. How's the margarita?
It is incredible. You need to have one with me.
Okay, well, drink up, take it a little nap, because we're going to do it all again tomorrow on Houston Life. We'll see you then.
Can't wait.